Alright, so there's a new problematic perk that all the survivors want nerfed, and honestly I don't blame them. It's the Predator perk from the Wraith. When a survivor escapes a chase, reveal their aura for 6 seconds. This perk has a 40-second cooldown. Now, just looking at it at face value, it really doesn't seem like that big of a deal. You know, there's a lot better aura reading perks like Barbecue and Chili and Floods of Rage that give you aura reads on multiple survivors. But the problem is when the killer, the Nurse, uses this perk. Nurse goes through a fatigue when she lands a hit or when she misses a hit, so she's going to be dropping chase quite frequently. And the real problem comes in is the fact that she can get the aura read after losing chase and literally blink right on top of that survivor and immediately end their career. And you know, I really don't blame survivors for wanting this perk nerfed, because as you're watching in the background, I'm winning a match with only the Predator perk, even though I'm pretty bad at Nurse nowadays because I haven't played her in so long. But I'm more along the lines wanted to talk about Nurse. Now, this is a problem that Super Alf brought up 2 years ago. Sharpshot brought it up 2 years ago, also talking about how Nurse needed to be nerfed and how she's bottlenecking perks. They did get it changed to a degree where they made her blink attack a special attack, so it doesn't count as an M1 anymore. She can't use perks like Starstruck and Noed and things like that. But I think it's time she gets nerfed again, and that nerf will be one that Super Alf proposed yesterday in a video he just posted, and I think that the Nurse, while charging her blink and blinking, should be blind, because this killer has gotten so many perks nerfed, so many aura reading perks nerfed. It's crazy. She got Nowhere to Hide nerfed, she got Awakened Awareness nerfed, she's probably gonna get Predator nerfed. She's the reason why a lot of aura reading perks have insane cooldowns, like All Ears has a very long cooldown. It got buffed to have a shorter cooldown, but still pretty long now. And that's simply because Nurse can just use these perks like nobody's business. And her and Blight, less so Blight now that he's been nerfed, have been a very big problem for this game. And these two killers alone have been holding back a lot of perks, a lot of perk design. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even be mad if they just like rework the Nurse entirely. Yes, she is fun to play. She's a very strong killer, and I think strong killers belong in the game, but whenever I'm playing a survivor, at least, it's very boring to go against her. I'm just not a big fan of her ever. And now with aura perks like these, it's like the very slim chance you had to lose her is pretty much completely gone now. And I feel like if they just got rid of Nurse, they could be so much more free to do what they choose with these perks, and they can make perks a lot crazier. Because anytime they create a perk, they have to think about them being used on the strongest killers, obviously. Like Pain Res and Pop. You know, these perks, a Blight can hook a survivor on a Pain Res hook for 25% before it got nerfed, and then he can literally sprint over to the opposite side of the map in 2 seconds flat and deliver a pop to that same generator. Meanwhile, a killer like Huntress, who moves at 110, you know, has to walk 30 seconds across the map to use pop, you know what I mean? So, I don't know what they need to do, if they need to start nerfing certain killers even more and giving them even more restrictions, or just adding special restrictions to perks. Say, for example, Predator. You know, when a survivor escapes a chase, reveal their aura for 6 seconds, has a 40-second cooldown. We could change that to a 20-second cooldown, and then change it to a 60-second cooldown right below it when being used on Nurse, or something like that. Or like somebody suggested, you know, just making her have the blindness status effect when charging a blink or something like that. So yeah, just let me know. Do you guys think the Nurse should have the blindness status effect when she's charging blinks, and what would you do to make some of these perks that are insane on her not as insane?